Grilling season officially here, and while you're planning the barbecues and get-togethers, you got to think about the side dishes like beans and mac and cheese. Debbie Serenovas is from Allen's Vegetables. She's live this morning with a great baked bean recipe for your next barbecue. Good morning.
Good morning.
Baked beans, obviously a good choice for folks when you have the burgers and the hot dogs on the grill already.
Yes. Grilling season is finally upon us. And do you know that even a third of us in the U.S. will grill when it's below freezing?
Wow. I'm not included in that third. No.
I actually have been known to do that before. So
wow.
It's actually a healthy cooking method, but we want to look at really adding those vegetables to the protein that you're cooking on the grill.
And why are beans a good choice in terms of nutrition for folks?
Beans are terrific. They are actually a good vegetable protein, so you could use that as your main protein source. But they're loaded with all the B vitamins, folate. It has a good source of iron and zinc, which you typically usually only find in meat. So it's really important for vegetarians to include.
All right, so if you want to include beans in your next barbecue, Debbie, you kind of picked 3 different, or there are 4 different kinds in there.
There's actually like 4 different kinds.
Okay.
We have in these, I bought all these different cans individually. You could buy a tri-colored bean can if you wanted, but these are some kidney beans, white northern beans. We have pinto beans and black beans.
Okay.
So just to kind of mix it up. So we're going to start with that, and this recipe will be on your website and also on allens.com.
All right.
And we have grilled some garlic and onion.
Oh, I love the caramelized onions.
Yes. So you just want to sweat those and don't overcook them. And then we're going to add a 1.5 cups of brown sugar.
All right.
We're going to put this in this pan with a whole tablespoon of mustard.
Now, obviously, that's the dry mustard. Can you substitute it for the other stuff?
Obviously, I think this works better. Okay. This works better with, but if you're in a pinch, you definitely could try it. And then we've got about a 1/3 cup of vinegar. So what you're going to do is you're going to cook this down for about 20 minutes, sort of on a slow boil there, and then you're going to pour this over after it's reduced down. And just mix this up, and then you're going to cook your beans for about 60 to 90 minutes in the oven. They cook for a long time. Yes, and this is a finished product. And if it's a little soupy, this is a trick for any recipe that you make for beans. You can put it under the broiler for like the last 10 minutes, and that kind of gives it that nice top that you like when you cook beans.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's the recipe.
And you and I had talked, this is kind of a step up from opening a can of beans, just warming it up in a pot. This is kind of doctoring it up a little bit without making it too hard on folks who aren't that talented in the kitchen or just don't have a lot of time.
Right, exactly. And one of the neat things about adding vinegar to foods is that it actually helps control your blood sugar. It lowers the glycemic index of the food.
Yeah, when you had that in the container, I thought, oh, that must be oil. But it's interesting that you're making it with vinegar.
Vinegar.
And what does that do to the taste, I guess, with the sugar in it as well?
Vinegar is very acidic, so it gives it that kind of bite a little bit to it. It adds a different flavor. So it's kind of the sweet with the acid flavor that makes this recipe pretty tasty.
Looks great, Debbie, and hopefully the folks at home try this for their next barbecue. We do have the recipe on our website, which is fox45now.com. Thank you so much.
Thanks.